Former Prime Minister Alain Chastanet has been granted conditional leave to appeal to the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ, following a ruling by the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court's Court of Appeal. The decision, dated November 26, 2024, allows Chastanet to challenge the Court of Appeal's dismissal of his application for judicial review against the Comptroller of Customs. The case revolves around the Comptroller's decision to discontinue criminal charges against Dr. Hilaire, which had been initiated by a previous Comptroller. Chastanet's application for leave to commence judicial review was initially refused by the High Court, prompting his appeal to the Court of Appeal, which was also dismissed. Chastanet's legal team argued that the Court of Appeal's ruling was a final decision in civil proceedings concerning constitutional interpretation, thus entitling him to appeal as of right to the CCJ. However, the respondents contended that the appeal was based on an interlocutory decision, meaning it did not qualify for an appeal as of right. In its judgment, the Court of Appeal found that the decision did not constitute a final ruling, emphasizing that the case was still at an interlocutory stage. However, the court also recognized that the appeal raised significant legal and constitutional issues that warranted further examination by the CCJ. The court identified several key legal questions, including the interpretation of prosecutorial discretion and the powers of the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, in relation to the Comptroller of Customs. These issues were deemed to have great general or public importance, justifying the grant of leave to appeal. The applicant was ordered to provide security for costs and submit a list of documents to be included in the appeal record within 90 days. The court also indicated that the cost of the application would be determined in the appeal to the CCJ. The case is set to proceed to the CCJ, where it will be subject to further legal scrutiny. The dispute centers on Chastanet's claim that Dr. Hilaire's Land Rover Sport was licensed to the St. Lucia government, while Hilaire maintains personal ownership, a position supported by Customs Comptroller Sherman Emanuel's 2021 decision to drop criminal proceedings following mediation. Former Customs Controller Peter Chico, now a UWP candidate, initially challenged Hilaire's ownership, but later issued an apology to both Hilaire and the court. The case has faced multiple legal setbacks for Chastanet, with defeats in both the High Court and Court of Appeal, before this latest development, allowing his constitutional challenge to proceed.